Hey everybody, welcome to Messy Kitchen Monday. I'm Brooke from The Buttered Home, and we are here every Monday night to feature some really great recipes and show you how to make home cooking easy. So tonight we are finishing up the month of June, and for the month of June we have featured cool desserts. So by and large, these desserts have all been things that you don't have to heat your kitchen up for. Well, this dessert kind of breaks that pattern tonight, but rest assured, you only have to have your oven on to preheat it, and for a total of about 10 minutes. So, in my opinion, it still falls in the category of cool desserts. And I'm really excited about this one because this is one of my favorite things ever. Next to my mama's cherry lemon cheese pie, this is my next favorite dessert, and it's creamy lemon icebox pie. And I know that whenever you think of things like lemon icebox pie, lemon meringue pie, chocolate meringue pie, things like that, you think, oh, that's a lot of work standing in the kitchen. But I'm here tonight to show you in true Buttered Home fashion that it's not. And it's so easy, and I'm so excited about this recipe that you will be able to get this recipe on the website later in the week, and I'll share that link with you also later in the week. Also today I shared a link to our YouTube channel. I know if you go in here on Facebook, for my Facebook people, and you go to videos, you're just kind of bombarded with things. I like YouTube a little bit better because it kind of categorizes everything by date and by title. So it's a little easier to find. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, look for the post down below this one where you can actually go to a YouTube video and there'll be a subscribe button there. Also, if you're a subscriber on YouTube, you will get notifications for when any new videos are posted. So that makes life a little easier too if you should miss the Instagram, or if you want to rewatch the Instagram in particular, because these are only up on Instagram for 24 hours. So you can subscribe over there, and if for some reason you're busy on Monday night when we do this, you can always watch the replays there. So we really hope that you'll subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can maybe catch things you've missed either on Instagram or Facebook. So I'm not going to keep you long because we have some coffee brewing over here that I kind of want to get to. I've got it right here, but I'm not going to slip and slurp on it while I'm cooking. Lucky for you. So anyway, we're going to get started. And what I have in my mixing bowl, in my favorite old vintage Tupperware mixing bowl, is some cream cheese brought to room temperature, and it's good and soft. And to that we're going to add 3 egg yolks. And I know you're asking, what did I do with the whites? Well, I'm not making a meringue for this pie because it is an icebox pie, so it'll have cool whipped cream on top. But I like to make egg white eggs in the mornings, so I save those egg whites. And egg whites will keep in the fridge for several days, so if you need them for something else, or if you wanted to make a meringue for something else, they're good to have on hand there. So don't just toss those egg whites out. You can use those for any number of things. You can also use them to candy pecans. And if you missed that at Christmas, we'll be doing that again because it's so easy. So to the egg yolks and to the cream cheese, we're going to add some lemon juice. And I looked everywhere for lemon juice today and could not find it locally. I've been on staycation the last few days, so I did not want to go 20 or 30 minutes to a big store to get lemon juice. But I have lemons, so I flared up my arthritis squeezing lemons for the finished one. This one is bottled lemon juice. So that is a quick, easy thing that you can do. Lemon juice, that pure lemon, is great. Have no problems with that, especially if you are a person of my age and have trouble squeezing lemons to get all the juice out of them, and it hurts your hands. Now, to this I'm going to add all the sugar we're going to need for the whole thing. And this is sweetened condensed milk, and it's 2 14-ounce cans. And this stuff is pure gold. And if you've never had it, I mean, you don't even have to make this recipe. If you want to go out and buy you a can of sweetened condensed milk just to stick your spoon in, that's good too. And I've even seen some people who take this and they put some foil over the top and they stick it in their Instant Pot and they make dole de leche. How do you say that?
Close enough.
Caramel. That's how you say it in the South. Caramel. So anyway, we're going to add 2 cans of the sweetened condensed milk, and make sure you use a good spatula and get all of that good sugar gold out of there. And making this pie depresses me because I'm really trying to be good this week. Start back to being good this week.
I take on your own.
We'll see. And then just a pinch of salt. Salt, if you don't know it, makes sweet things sweeter. And I'm not a scientist, so I can't explain that, but you'll just have to trust me. So now we're going to take our hand mixer and we are going to blend all of these things. But before I do, I should probably tell you that your oven needs to be on 350 degrees, preheated, and you also need to have a pie crust. And while I'm not showing you how to make a graham cracker pie crust tonight, if you wanted that before this recipe drops so you'll have it and be prepared, you can do like I did on the first pie and buy one already pre-made, or you can just crunch up some graham cracker crumbs and go over to thebutteredhome.com and look for Glory Jean's Cherry Cheese Pie, and the recipe for the graham cracker crust is there. And it will also be linked in this recipe whenever it posts. Handy, huh? If you can't find something, we try to circle back for you. So we're going to blend this for about 2 to 3 minutes just until it's smooth and thick, and the eggs will make that happen. Tammy, can you preheat the oven?
I was going to ask if you want me to, but I wasn't sure if you were putting this one up for later.
Yeah, 7:30 crept up on us pretty quick. And this 2 to 3 minutes right here will seem like forever. But I hope you can hear me because I did this crust earlier this afternoon. And it's really simple. It's graham cracker crumbs, it's butter, and it's sugar. And you just press it in a pan and you cook it in a 375 degree oven for like 6 minutes. And then you let it cool. Don't ask me what the measurements are because just like the arthritis in my hands, the memory leaves you as well. But anyway, we cooked it for that 6 minutes and then we let it cool. And you know, about a minute in, you'll be able to kind of feel the resistance on the paddles of your blender. So you'll know that it's starting to get nice and thick. And like I said, this only bakes up for about 10 minutes, and that's really just to set those egg yolks in there and kind of cook them a little bit. It really doesn't need high heat or prolonged heat to set it. So what you'll do is you'll cook it for that 10 minutes, you'll take it out and you'll cool it, and then you will put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour to set up. And like I said, this is the longest 2 to 3 minutes. How long am I going? You gonna time me? No. Thank you. Also, if you have any questions or if it's the first time you're watching, drop a comment or your name and let us know where you're watching from in the comments. We can't get to them during. I'll come back after we're finished and respond to each one. All right, based on the resistance to my paddles here, I think we're good. So we're gonna finish up with that, and you'll be able to see The consistency is more like a thin pudding to begin with, but I promise you, once you cook it for that 10 minutes and once you let it set in the refrigerator, it ends up being a really, really beautiful thing. So let me move some of my junk out of the way. And then here's my pie crust. And I'm just going to pour that in. Now, this pie does not grow, so you can fill it to the brim and it'll be just fine. If you do like I did and get a smaller pie crust, then what I did with the excess is I got my little ramekins and I put the excess pie in those, and it's fantastic. So either way, or you can use this recipe and do the graham cracker crust in these too for personal or individual sizes. And that is probably what I'm gonna have instead of a big old hunk of this, since I'm trying to be good. Now again, what we'll do is we will take this pretty little pie, and I'll let you see how good it's in there. Don't worry about bubbles or anything else. And then we're going to place it on a sheet pan in a 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes. And since I was not good and did not preheat the oven beforehand, we'll skip to the next step. And Tanner, would you grab the whipped cream? Also with this recipe, you are going to have a recipe for homemade whipped cream. And it's so easy. All it is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream that you buy in the dairy section. And it's 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar. And what you do is you get a chilled bowl. I like a metal bowl because the peaks form faster in a chilled metal bowl. And you combine the confectioner's sugar with the heavy whipping cream, and you just blend it until soft peaks form. And then you have sweetened whipped cream. Now, like I said, here is the finished pie. And the way I like to finish it is I like to use, just kind of put a little lemon zest on the top and then pop this fantastic whipped cream on it on an individual basis. So we're going to just get a little bit of lemon zest. And now the proper way to zest a lemon is, I really like these rasp type zesters, and you don't want to get all the way down to the white. You don't want to get to the pith because that's bitter and it's yucky. Also, if you have some mint does very well on this pie too, if you're a mint fan. And then I'm just going to take my little pie and do the same with it. But I got enough on here that I can just tap it off. And now we're going to cut a piece so you can see what it looks like. Again, not prepared. Like I said, 7:30 snuck up on me. So we're going to cut into this pie. And I probably should have scored it beforehand too. Now y'all know the first piece is always the cook's piece. Does anybody know why that is? If you know, put your answer in the comments.
I can't answer.
Yeah, I guess you can, but see, has anybody answered?
What if there's still a lag?
Let's see.
Not quite. Give it a second.
All right. So the first piece is the cook's piece, and I'm still waiting on anybody's educated guess as to why that is. But that's all right. If we don't have the answer, I'll tell you. The first piece is the cook's piece because usually there's some crust missing or there's some pie missing or something like that. And any good cook doesn't want to serve a severed piece of pie to her guest. So that's why, now you know. The cook's piece, first piece of cake, first piece of pie, all those good things so that you can hide the imperfections in your cooking. So now we just take a little dab of that And then I am a lemon freak, so I like to put a little lemon zest on top of that whipped cream to counterbalance that sweet of the whipped cream. And y'all, would you look how pretty that custard set up. Not too bad for a cook's piece, but that's a 10-minute bake time, y'all. You cannot beat that. And it's cool, it's refreshing, and it's got just enough lemon in it to have just a little zing, but it's not overpowering. If anything overpowers this pie, it's the sweet of the condensed milk. So I'm gonna hand this off, and I'm sure we'll have several people in this pie in the next few minutes. Will not be me. I'm gonna have to save mine until tomorrow. So there's my being good for you. I said it on Facebook in public and Instagram. So we have thoroughly enjoyed the month of June with you guys. We hope you have too. All of these cool desserts that we have done are at thebutteredhome.com. You can see the playback of any of these videos on our YouTube channel, The Buttered Home. There'll be a link in a post just before this one earlier, linking to our YouTube channel there. Sign up to be a subscriber. We would love to have our numbers go up over there too. Even if you don't visit it that much, it would mean a lot to me. So, we've got big things planned for July. Big things planned for July. Everybody has a cookout around July 4th. It's summertime, as we talked about in May. It's cookout season. It's getting out of the hot house and going out into the hot patio to cook on the grill. And we are going to show you some new ways to bring the grill inside your kitchen. So I know you're thinking, what? I'm not a grill master. Big D is the grill master, and when he's not here, I still want that same flavor in some of my grill favorite foods, and I can't always do it. I'll be the first one to admit to you that I fail miserably with the grill. So what the month of July is going to be is how to bring your cookout inside and how you can have all those great things inside your home in your kitchen. So we're really excited to bring you that, so stay tuned for every Monday night in July at 7:30 Central Time. And we will not be here on Thursday, but be sure and be here next Monday night as we give that a start off. Y'all have a great week, and from the buttered home to your home. Bye-bye.